ridiculous scene of events that took place at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The Leafs do find a way to prevail, though. 2-1. They beat the Jersey Devils. They end their winning streak at 13 games. And the only streak that went to 14 on this night was Mitch Marner's point streak. And he is now, sixth all-time. Obviously, with a point streak, the top ones are Eddie Olczyk at 18, Daryl Sittler with 18, Dave Andreychuk with 18, John Anderson in 1983 had 16, Babe Dye in 1922 had 16, and then Mitch Marner, who got point number 14 tonight, is on that list. And more importantly, we hear about Morgan Rielly's injury at least 4 to 6 weeks. And hold on, you lose Morgan Rielly. Now you go on a road trip where you start against the Devils who have won 13 straight. Oh God, this could go awful. And things got a little hairy. Let's start talking about it. First period. Okay. Looks like they're opening up the first goal of the game. Siegenthaler fires them to the point. No goal. They call goaltender interference. And look, this is the one part of the rule that I hate. As a Leaf fan, yeah, it's great. As a hockey fan, I hate it. That should be a good goal. Did he interfere with Matt Murray to make his save? No. Was he in the blue paint? Yeah, he was. That's the rule. He can't be in the blue paint. And he was. Therefore, it's no goal. That's the rule. It's the correct call. Is it a good call? Do I like the call? No. As a Leaf fan, though, it's okay. 0-0. Then we move forward. About 11 and a half minutes in. Shout out Mitch Marner. He wanted that point streak to ride to 14, and he worked his tail off to get that one. Right? They had 2 or 3 guys in their own zone. Should be no problem getting the puck out. Mitch Marner forechecking, but he gets the puck. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this about this team. You don't have to be a team that hits everybody hard, but be hard on the puck. And Mitch Marner, clearly on that play, wanted that puck more. He won the board battle, and from his knees, backhand pass in front of the net as JT's coming right down Broadway, and he buries it past Vitek Vanacek, and the Leafs got a 1-0 lead. Tavares for Marner, 11:41 and 8. Boys are on the board first. As much as that goal got disallowed, fine, so be it. Second period, what am I saying second period? Second goal of the game, really. With 3 minutes after that, not even 3 minutes after that, they get the puck in their own end. Tomas Tatar tries to clear it out of his own zone. It hits Alex Kerfoot and it kicks to the front of the net. Like it starts going right there. And who's there to pick it up? Pontus Holmberg. And instead of trying to do too much and dangling or miss the net, nope, keep it simple. He does a quick little back-end forehand move and fires a 5-hole. He beats Vitek Vanacek for his first career NHL goal. And the Leafs have a 2-0 lead. Holmberg from Kerfoot's rear end or wherever it hit him at 14:03 the first period. And the Leafs have played a really good first period. Shots are 10-5 in favor of the Buds after one period of play, and you had a 2-0 lead. But you know, this team has not won 13 straight games by not playing well. You know that they're going to come out in the second and third period and come out hot. And they did. In the second period, Matt Murray, standing tall, as he did all game long, makes 16 stops in the second period. The Leafs have 4 shots. And it's still a 2-0 Leaf lead. And in the third period, and this is where things get hectic. I can't remember exactly when the second goal got disallowed, but it was pretty clear, right? And that leads back to what I said earlier about, did the goalie have a chance to make the play? Well, Matt Murray goes around the boards, and he's trying to go around the net to get back into his crease. Well, he gets clipped by Tomas Tatar. I think it was Tomas Tatar. And he falls because there was clear interference on the play. Puck goes in the net. Matt Murray tries to knock down with his stick. Can't do it. It's in the back of the net. And right away, referee, no goal. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Did he interfere with the goaltender to not allow him to make a save? Well, yeah, he did. So therefore, it's no goal. And then we move forward. I think that happened in the second period, now that I'm thinking about it. In the third, it looks like they have a short-handed goal, and we're like, oh, God. Like, You score a shorthanded goal. There's like 11 minutes left. There's lots of hockey to play. This might be a disaster. But hold on a minute. They go to review. And I'm like, there's no, they can't do 3, right? And I was on the radio, and Joe Bowen and Jim Ralph, they're saying, like, it's a kick. Like, that's as blatantly obvious as a distinct kicking motion as you can see. And then they come back after review. It's a distinct kicking motion, no goal, and pandemonium erupts at the Prudential Center. And honestly, like, I understand the anger because your team is trying to extend the winning streak and you've gotten 3 goals, but none of them count. I get it. But firing full beer cans on the ice, and a ton of them at that, that's pretty silly, man. Leafs end up taking their guys off the ice because, look, let's be honest. The last thing Leaf fans want right now is a dude getting hurt with getting a beer can off the head. Yeah, I guess he got a helmet, I get it, but you know what I mean. The last thing you want is something like that to happen, so they go in the tunnel and they stand there for people to calm down. It does happen eventually. They come back on the ice, and then, with about just over 5 minutes of play, Dougie Hamilton scores, and we're like, okay, that one counts. And it's a 1-goal game. As they have dominated the third period completely, this might be a crazy 5-minute stretch to end the game. And it was. But Matt, the Brick Wall Murray, was incredible. Like, I'm sorry, Leaf fans that hate Kyle Dubas and that hated the Matt Murray trade right when it happened. Yes, I understand the injury thing is always going to loom with Matt Murray. Like, we're all just going to wait on that. I get it. But live in the now. And Matt Murray is the reason the Leafs got 1 point against the Devils back in Toronto. And he's the reason they pick up 2 points in Newark tonight. 1 goal on 35 shots. He stopped. Let me do some math here. 29 of 30 shots in the final 2 frames. The Leafs had 10 shots in the final 2 frames. 4 in the second, 6 in the third. Shots on goal are 35-20 in favor of New Jersey throughout the game. Your goaltender won you this game today. Great first 20. You made them pay for their mistakes. Fantastic. Did you get some help a little bit? Yeah, you did. But when you're kicking the puck in, it's pretty obvious. When you're going to trip the goaltender, it's pretty obvious. Would those goals have actually gone in if there was no kicking motion and if there wasn't a goalie interference? Probably not. Matt Murray would have been in the net for that second shot, and it probably would have hit him right in the crest or would have gloved it or whatever. Or would have gone wide or whatever the case may be. Not obviously the kicking motion, you kick it because you can't get it with your stick. So probably wouldn't have happened. So I get it. People are angry. Devils fans are angry. I get it. But think about it from a hockey fan standpoint and not a Devils fan standpoint. You just won 13 straight. You lost a game. It is what it is. For Leaf fans, with the W, the Leafs are now 11-5-5 on the year. They continue to grab points. And they have this road trip right now. Let me try and pull up how long the road is. But obviously they have tonight against the Devils. They play Friday against Minnesota in Minnesota. That is a 2 p.m. puck drop. And then a back-to-back, they head to Pittsburgh to take on the Penguins on Saturday night. And where else we got? Then we go to Detroit on Monday. And then we're home on Wednesday to San Jose. So we have, a 4-game road trip where you got Detroit, you got Pittsburgh, Minnesota, and obviously the Devils tonight. You started off on a really good note with a regulation win against the Devils. Great start. Let's keep this thing rolling. Matt Murray has been stellar for this team. I mean, the numbers suggest it. His numbers on the year are fantastic, albeit they're very minimal numbers and 6 starts or something like that. But what we have seen is consistency now from Matt Murray. And being able to do what he did today, they had a 13-game win streak. They're feeling themselves. They're at home, right? And you go into that building and you shut them down. Yes, I understand some went in, but didn't get counted. But who cares? The stats don't tell you that. They don't talk about almost goals. That's not a stat. You know what is a stat? 1 goal on 35 shots and a 2-1 win. Those are the ones that matter. All right? Not those pretty, shots on goal, all these chances. Who cares? The Leafs played the Devils twice over the last week, and they took 3 of a possible 4 points. Like, who cares? Right? Now let's get to the stuff that, off the ice stuff. We obviously talked about Morgan Rielly. Dude is out 4 to 6 weeks. And it's painful. Because I didn't think he was going to be out that long. I saw the collision, and I'm like, well, I don't know. But it was the knee thing, it looks like, because he falls down on the knee. And as if you've ever played hockey, when you bend your knee like that, the knee shows a bit, right? When you go down on it, that's not pretty. So he falls on it. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. And then the Leafs are like, screw it, we need a trade because we also lost Jordy Ben in this game. Of course we did. Can't stay healthy. What are we, the Toronto Raptors? They go out and they trade Curtis Douglas from the Toronto Marlies, 6'9" forward, and people are going to be like, you lost a big guy who could be physical. If you've ever watched a Marlies game, if you've been on Twitter and look at this guy, the dude is 6'9" and plays like a flippin' fairy. So, it doesn't bother me. And oh yeah, he's a third-line forward at best on the Marlies. You trade for right shot defenseman Connor Timmins of the Arizona Coyotes. So he's going to be a right shot D. He's on a conditioning stint right now in the AHL, so he'll be up fairly soon. With the Leafs probably for Friday, I'm going to guess. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know how close I don't know how long the conditioning stint is going to be for Connor Timmins, but either way, it's another defenseman, depth defenseman to add to the pool of what we're looking at here. But a lot of things we're going to be waiting on with the Toronto Maple Leafs. No TJ Brody, no Morgan Rielly, obviously no Jake Muzzin. And you could arguably say going into the year with all everybody healthy, those are your 3 best defensemen. And they're all injured. And again, you went into New Jersey without any of those guys. And you won. Shout out Mac Hollowell for your first NHL game. Here it is, kid. Enjoy it, because it was a wild ride. All right, so Leaf fans, you know what? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, by the way, I didn't bring up special teams because teams were 0 for 7. They were 0 for 4. We were 0 for 3. Whatever. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit that subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game of the Toronto Maple Leafs? Look, they didn't play pretty well in the second and third period. They didn't. Kind of shelled in there. No point. No pun intended with Sheldon Keefe. But they didn't play very well. The Devils pressed hard. And they didn't break. Shut up, Matt Murray. That's the story of the game. Smack the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, go crazy. All your thoughts on tonight's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the New Jersey Devils. Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Discord link is down in the description as well. Instagram, you can follow that up down there as well. All of them down in the description. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition on Saturday as they host the Dallas Mavericks, 5 p.m. tip-off there. Who's going to be in action? We'll see. As for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're back in action on Friday as they are in Minnesota taking on the Wild post-Thanksgiving. Shout out to all the Americans out there. And shout out to Team Canada. I didn't say this in either video. Team Canada Soccer. Lost 1-0 to Belgium today, but they played damn well. Watched every second of that game. They played damn hard. That Davies penalty. We're not going to talk about that stuff. But hell of a game for the Leafs. Hell of a game for Team Canada. And we move on. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.